You all in the name of my precious Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Amen. Amen. I'm so excited and I'm so humbled. Out of all the 10 colleges who have attended the Foundation for Farming training, as a principal, I was really humbled to be chosen out of the 10. But I'm really humbled to realize that this is a working day for me, and here I am attending Foundation for Farming Champions Conference. I'm so humbled. I mean, I'm so thankful. You might not know what it means to me, but it means a lot, because beginning of year, it was just a nightmare when everything just went haywire. Looking after 300 students, it's no joke, with no money, with nothing to feed them, because we just instructed that the money should just go to the reserve bank. And we're left with just 20,000 to run the college up to end of term. But I just want to, it was so stressful. When Koda came and said, here's a letter for you from Craig, you're being invited, you might come here. I said to myself, how on earth will I go? There's no fuel, we don't have money. Then Koda said, no, it's okay. Then they left the letter. And I said, Lord, please help me. I want to attend that conference. And I must say, I've really benefited from the conference. We came last year, and it was 10 colleges. All the principals were invited. But out of these 10, only 4 substantive principals were able to come and attend, and I was one of them. And the training was so powerful, it was so good, very scientific. I mean, the Edwards were just there, Craig was just there, Brian's story, talking about the 10-ton club, it was really something. And I remember going to Tepa Farm, coming to see what we were doing, and my heart just bled. And one thing which has touched me about Foundation for Farming is the ability to forgive and to say that God allowed it for this purpose. So I'm really humbled. I see God's hand in this whole organization. Amen. And we are so thankful. We were trained, the lecturers were able to be trained. First time when we came, we were 29, because we came with our lecturers as well, and they were trained. Then after that, 2 groups of students also from each colleges were able to come and train, and 20 of them. And we just continue to pray that God will continue to provide until the end of this. I want to thank God for climate change, because this has made our ministry to embrace this whole thing. So when things happen in our society, God has a hand in it. And I'm telling you that this is really having a really serious impact. We have been able also to do the Pumvuza demonstration plots at each and every college. And we are learning. I remember last year when we were taught how to make thermal compost. When we got to college, we made that. And it's amazing that after we had made it, the students who made it, they used it, then those others who were observing, they actually came and started stealing the compost, putting in their So it's something which is working. And as we are preparing for our cropping season, our tractors broke down, we didn't have fuel. We just said, okay, let's go with our hose. And we did 2 hectares on our own, and the crop is almost there now. So I'm so thankful for Foundation for Farming. And also personally, I'm sure you want to know about me as a person. Okay, I love the Lord. Amen. I remember when I was, after my high school, I went to university. I didn't have a scholarship. There was one guy who was applying for Commonwealth, sent all his photos, all his papers, all his forms. And I had only returned to Commonwealth and nothing was coming. They said, go back to your country. We just have independence. When I wrote back to my country, they said, no, come back home. But, you know, I stayed for a semester without a scholarship, and one day, Commonwealth just wrote a letter to say we are going to sponsor your degree program. But the condition was you go back to your country and work for it. And for the past 33 years, I've been working. Started off as an instructor, then lecturer, then vice principal, then I went to the Midlands where I'm heading this college. You know, God has been really faithful. And also, I got a piece of land, and I used to do 5 hectares of maize and harvesting very little. So when I came here, I said to myself, there's no need to do 5 hectares. I'm going to do 1 hectare.
Hallelujah!
So this season, actually, I just did a hectare, and the maize is looking good under CA, Conservation Agriculture. And then the rest, I said to myself, I'm going to do the moringa. And when I spoke to Edward, he was saying, no, you do the moringa seed, it's better rather than the leaves, because the leaves are a bit tricky for drying. So I went to Forestry Commission, and I was able to get 65 seedlings. And I planted those, and they're looking so beautiful. And I'm just saying, the 3 hectares, I'm just going to continue planting moringa. You know, I really want to thank God for what He's doing in my life, and I've seen the Lord's hand. And you can imagine William, after teaching us Jesus Loves Me, on the day when we opened, we only have 1 assembly per term. So when we had our meeting for the term, prayer meeting for the term, we taught the students, Jesus loves you, and it became the hit of Mlezu. So I'm so thankful that I'm here serving the Lord, serving the government, and you know, trying to reach out to the students also. And now I'm so thankful that we have been taught to do it properly. We are doing it the wrong way. We have been plowing, which is wrong. And we are saying, Lord, help us to get the proper machinery for doing big pieces of land rather than using our hoe. And I'm believing that we are getting there. And wherever you are, just continue to pray for the colleges. They are saying go into partnership, you have the land. Just pray that we get the rightful partners to partner with us. Of course, foundation has come in, but we also need to really have other enterprises, to commercialize other enterprises so that we can be self-sufficient and continue training. The students, I want to report to you that those whom we've trained, they are very excited. And I was telling them that, you know what, from this thermal compost, you can actually start making thermal compost and you sell it and you make money. So they are so excited about it. And I believe, as you said, Brian, the seed which you have sown, I believe it's going to grow and grow. And our nation is going to be taken out of poverty. And from all these agricultural colleges, I believe there is something is happening. And I think in 5 years' time, we will see a change. Yes. May the Lord bless you. Her name is Patience, another college of agriculture. So she will also talk of what they have done. Also, I'd forgotten that we have a community, we have an outreach program. So we made compost with our community, and then we also have 2 demonstration plots of Pfumvudza in the community. And we are so excited about it. And I'm so thankful for this, for Foundation for Farming. And I want to say thank you so much for the forthcoming course which you are going to train our local community where we live, because we live in a very poor community. But I want to thank you, Craig. I was saying we have no transport. God has just provided. So they are coming. So thank you so much for those who are our country and we are supporting this training program. May God richly bless you. The Bible said, blessed is the hand that giveth and that receiveth. May you be blessed mightily.
Yes.
I just want to sing this chorus. If you only humble yourself before the Lord, He will lift you up. If you only humble yourself before the Lord, He will lift you up. He will lift you. He will lift you up. He will lift you. He will lift you up. If you only humble yourself before the Lord, He will lift you up. Can you please allow me to call Consilia to come and interpret for me? When the foundations for farming come to Chaminuka, Kakauya Foundations for Farming, Pavakwaya going to introduce this program for college Chaminuka.
When the Foundations for Farming team came to introduce this program at our college,
ndakati vana vayanoti pabasa because diga ukaure inorwadza.
I think they've come to burden us because people say college dig and die.
So ndakati kuna principal, we don't want this program here.
So I told my principal that we don't want this program.
Principal vakati, these people vanhu ava vane chekuita neupenyu hwevana.
And the principal said these people have something to do with the students.
So pandakanzienda kutraining ndakabva ndauya pano.
So when I was sent for training, I came here.
Ndauya pano ndakatanga ndadzidziswa kunzi love is not love until you give it away.
So when I came here, I was told that love is not love until it is given away.
So takaita ma-trainings ese, takapedza, takadzidziswa zvepfumvudza pano, zvakava nekundibata nekudzidziswa kwandaita ndichivhurirwa machapters kubva mubhaibheri.
We were taught about Pfumvudza and they were opening verses from the Bible.
Saka ipapo ndo pandakanzwa mwoyo wangu kuda the Foundations for Farming.
By that time, I started having the desire to love what Foundations for Farming were teaching us.
Patakapedza kutraina ndakadzokera kuChaminuka kucollege.
When we finished training, I went back to the college.
Ndakatanga kudzidzisa vana nezvepfumvudza.
I started teaching the students about the Pfumvudza plot.
Vana vose vakadairira vakagona vakava positive.
All the students received it well.
Takatanga kuita mapfumvudza plots edu.
We started doing our Pfumvudza plots.
Then tapedza kuita mapfumvudza plots edu takatarisa the community.
After doing our Pfumvudza plot, we looked at the community.
College ndakatanga ndaita pfumvudza plot yecollege.
At the college, we did a Pfumvudza plot.
Ndobva ndaita dzimwe 2 hectares futi dzecollege vana vaiteerera.
We also did a 2 hectare plot. for the college.
Ndapedza ndakanotsvaka one old man who is 90 years.
I also went into the community and looked at the people and found an old man who is 90 years old.
Ndakamutora ndakamudzidzisa zvepfumvudza.
I took him and also taught him about pfumvudza.
Vakaramba because he was old kuti angagone kutimba makomba.
He refused because he was old, he could not dig the holes.
Saka ndakatora vana vainzwisisa vakanga vabva kuno kutraining.
So I took the students who came from the training here.
Ndakavadzidzisa chinonzi rudo.
I told them about love.
Ndokubva taenda kuna sekuru.
And then we went to the old man.
Takasvika takatanga kunamata.
We went there and started praying.
Takatanga kuvacherera makomba.
And we also dig the holes for him.
Ndiye munhu wekutanga kudyarira pacommunity.
He is the first person whom we have planted for in the community.
Then takabva taenda kuna neighbor.
Then we also went to my neighbor.
She is a disabled person. I'm sorry to say that.
She is a disabled person.
Ndakamutora ndakamutaurira.
I took her and told her.
Ndobva nditi how many years wakanga uri pano usina mbondiudzawo kuti zvinhu zvakanaka.
And she asked me this question, how many years have we stayed together? And you haven't asked me this question.
Ndakabva ndamuudza kuti kwandakaenda kufoundations for farming ndakadzidziswa what we call love.
So she said, you can do a plot for me if you want.
Asi handina mbeu yacho nefertilizer.
But she said she didn't have inputs.
Saka ini ndikaandapuwa startup kit yangu pano.
So I was given some inputs from Foundations for Farming.
Ndo yandakatora ndakanomudyarira.
That's the one that I took and went and did a pfumvudza plot for her.
Ndakaita zvose mulching and everything for her free.
I did everything from land preparation up to now.
Saka ndagara kudaro ndakabva ndadyarira chikoro.
After that I also planted for the school
2 hectares.
2 hectares
and 1 pfumvudza plot.
And 1 pfumvudza plot.
Iko zvino kana makasvika munongona zvibage zvose zvakadai.
Even if you go to Chaminuka right now, you find millies that are looking like this one here.
Pakazoita field day pachikoro.
There was a field day that was held at the school.
Tobacco field day.
It was a tobacco field day.
Farmers etobacco ese.
All the farmers who grow tobacco.
Vakati hatera kuita zvetobacco.
They all said we no longer want to go for tobacco.
Tauda kunoita zvepfupfudza zvefoundations for farming.
We now want to go and do a pfupfudza.
Plot yetobacco iri pedyo neyechibage.
The plot for tobacco is very close to the one with the maize.
Saka matobacco farmers ese akabva auya kunomira pachibage vachiona kuti chii chiri kumbonyanyoitika.
All the tobacco farmers came and stood at the pfumvudza plot with maize rather than going to the tobacco plot.
Saka vese vakaappreciate kuti pfumvudza inogona kutibatsira kusvika kure.
So they all appreciated that pfumvudza can take them far away.
Saka vakazouya futi kechipiri ukada kunoona pfumvudza iya.
So they came again and said they want to see the pfumvudza plot again.
Saka ndakavati hatigone kukupai fish every time.
So I told them that we cannot give you fish every day.
Takukupaiwo the line kuti munofisha maybe.
We are now giving you the road so that you can go and fish alone.
Saka nyaya iripo ndeyekuti patakataurwa nefoundations for farming zvakandibata ndakagona kuziva kuti munhu ari panext pangu anofanirwa kurarama kubva kwandiri.
When I was taught at Foundation for Farming, I was very much touched about love. That when I went back, I thought of my neighbor.
Saka munhu ari kutaura uyu is ndingakuti ndiye overseer akaona zvandakaita.
The one who is interpreting is the one whom I might call the overseer in my college.
Saka ini ndiri kuti ndine vanhu vakuya pachikoro iko zvino pacollege.
I'm now saying I've got a lot of people who are coming at the college.
Varida kutrainwa zvepfumvudza.
Who wants to be trained about pfumvudza.
Saka so far ndine vanhu 60 vandakatorejesa kuti vanofanirwa kutrainwa pfumvudza pacommunity.
So far I've got about 60 people who would like to be trained.
Nekuti vakaona musiyano wepfumvudza nemusiyano weconventional farming yedu yatinoita zvekushandisa mapadza yatoshandisa magejo edu ekumusha nematractors.
They've also seen the difference between conventional farming and conservation agriculture.
ini ndamira pano ndoda kutenda the foundations for farming kuti vari kundibatsira kuita zvose zvokuti ndive nerudo. Ndakabvisa the negative attitude yananga ndinayo towards this. Ndakati inini I should have a positive mind kuti ndibatsire the community, the disabled, ndibatsire the most vulnerable people kuti vanhu ivavo vanofanirwa kubenefita from the foundations for farming.
I'm very grateful to Foundations for Farming because they've changed my life. I've now removed the mindset of not loving my people around me, but now I've got a lot of love. Thank you so much, Foundations for Farming.
At all, but we put in an application anyway. And the government, the Ministry of Agriculture, for the first time ever, just embraced this and said, we'd love you to teach all agricultural colleges. I feel that we've sort of entered into a Joseph season. If you just serve and serve and serve, eventually Pharaoh calls. Yes. And I think that we have been given an open door into government now, where we will be able to teach not only these 10 agricultural colleges, but MAPAP schools and any into that government system. So we were very privileged to have been called to do that. And then when we had done all the trainings that we did for 2018, these two ladies just shone because they took what they learned, and all they talked about was how can we not only help our college, but the poor people around us. And so they have a heart to take this, to do. They've got a heart to do I Was Hungry trainings in the communities around them. So funding permitting, we're going to have a I Was Hungry community from each of these these two ladies who will shepherd them. And so what God starts, God has started something, and He's changed, He's working through the hearts of women like these who love Him, and they've brought us across them, and we're very, very grateful and looking forward to having I Was Hungries in their area as well. So I think I'd just like to ask Brian to pray for the continued outworking in the government for us.